Self-doubt can be a heavy burden, weighing us down and hindering our progress. However, the ancient philosophy of Stoicism offers valuable insights and practices to help us overcome this common struggle. By embracing Stoic teachings, we can cultivate inner strength and resilience, ultimately freeing ourselves from the shackles of self-doubt. In this video, we'll discuss some Stoic techniques to overcome self-doubt. Step 1. Recognize your thoughts. Self-doubt sometimes starts quietly, making you question your abilities and making you feel uncertain about your value. The first thing to do to defeat this internal enemy is to notice your thoughts carefully and without bias. Stoicism teaches us how to look inward and observe our thoughts without judging them right away. Imagine your mind like an old theater, where thoughts come in like actors on a stage. Instead of just watching them, become a keen watcher. See the thoughts come and go, acknowledging them without letting them affect you too much. Sometimes we doubt ourselves and think negative thoughts that make us lose confidence. Stoicism teaches us to not let those negative thoughts affect us. Instead, imagine your thoughts as clouds passing through the sky of your mind. Don't hold on to them. Just let them come and go. This way, you can stop the negativity from sticking with you. Remember, thoughts are temporary and don't define who you are. When you have self-doubt, try being curious instead of judgmental. Ask yourself why you're having these thoughts and what causes them. Stoicism encourages us to gently explore the reasons behind our doubts. By being curious and open-minded about our thoughts, we can learn more about ourselves and gain control over them. Mindfulness is an important part of Stoic philosophy. It means paying full attention to the present moment. To practice mindfulness, focus on the thoughts that come to your mind. Just observe them without getting caught up in the emotions they bring. By being mindful, you can stay calm and centered when faced with self-doubt. Stoicism teaches us to take action to positively shape our thoughts, not just watch them passively. One way to do this is by using positive affirmations and self-talk in your daily routine. When you have self-doubting thoughts, counter them with statements that remind you of your strengths and abilities. Over time, these affirmations will help you develop a strong and resilient mindset. To enhance your ability to recognize your thoughts, try a Stoic reflection exercise. Spend a few moments each day in quiet contemplation. Acknowledge any thoughts that come up, whether they are positive or negative. As you observe them, consciously choose not to judge them. Imagine them as leaves floating down a gentle stream, slowly drifting away from your awareness. Step 2. Question your beliefs. Beliefs are like threads that make up how we see and understand the world. Sometimes, when we doubt ourselves, it's because we have beliefs that we never questioned. Stoicism tells us to explore and question our beliefs to understand our doubts better. Our beliefs silently shape our reality. They affect our thoughts, feelings, and actions. Stoicism teaches us that self-doubt often comes from unexamined beliefs, things we assume about ourselves, what we can do, and how the world works. By questioning these core beliefs, we can build a stronger and more confident mindset. In simple terms, Stoicism encourages us to constantly question what we believe in. It's like having a conversation with ourselves, just like how Socrates did. He thought that true wisdom comes from admitting that we don't know everything. So instead of completely tearing down our beliefs, we should test them and make them stronger by asking questions. Stoicism understands that human decisions involve both thinking logically and feeling emotions. When we doubt ourselves, we should carefully think about the reasons behind our beliefs. Are they logical, or are they driven by fear and insecurities? Stoicism suggests that we should examine our beliefs in a balanced way, considering both our thoughts and our feelings. Step 3. Focus on what you can control. In life, things sometimes get difficult, and we start doubting ourselves. But there's a philosophy called Stoicism that can help us through tough times. Stoicism teaches us to focus on things we can control, like our own actions and thoughts. This important lesson acts like a life jacket, helping us feel more confident and purposeful in uncertain situations. There's a famous prayer in Stoicism that goes, "Help me accept the things I can't change, Give me the courage to change the things I can, and help me know the difference. This prayer captures the heart of Stoicism and guides us to focus on what we have power over. When we understand this idea, we free ourselves from self-doubt and become more resilient. Stoicism is a way of thinking that says there are two parts to the world: what's inside you and what's outside you. The inside part includes your thoughts, actions, and how you feel. You have control over this part. The outside part includes things that happen, what other people think, and the situations you're in. You can't control this part. When you understand the difference between these two parts, you can decide where to focus your attention. This helps you not let outside things bother you too much. Your intentions are part of the things you can control. Stoicism tells you to think about what you want to do, no matter what happens outside. When you start to doubt yourself, remember why you're doing what you're doing. When you follow good values and do what's right, it gives you a purpose that's more important than the temporary things happening around you. When it comes to making decisions, it can be tricky and make you doubt yourself. Stoicism, a way of thinking, can help you out. It's about focusing on what you can control and being okay with what you can't control. This helps you make decisions more easily and stops you from feeling unsure about yourself. Things that happen outside of your control are like the weather, unpredictable and not something you can change. Stoicism teaches you to accept these situations calmly. Instead of letting them overwhelm you, remember that how you respond is something you can control. This acceptance acts as a shield against self-doubt when life gets uncertain. Step 4. Embrace your mistakes. Mistakes are like the different colored tiles that make up the patterns of our lives. Sometimes, when we doubt ourselves, these mistakes can feel really heavy and bring us down. But there's a philosophy called Stoicism that helps us think about mistakes in a different way. Instead of being burdens, they can actually help us become wiser and stronger. Stoicism understands that making mistakes is just a natural part of being human. Seneca, a famous Stoic philosopher, said that making mistakes is important for growing as a person. Embracing mistakes doesn't mean being careless, but it means seeing them as chances to learn and become better. When we feel pressured to be perfect, we may doubt ourselves even more because we're scared of making mistakes. Stoicism says that perfection is not possible or even good for us. Trying to be excellent doesn't mean we have to do everything perfectly. It means we have to learn from our mistakes and keep going, even when things go wrong. Stoicism tells us to be strong when we fail, instead of giving up. Epictetus, a famous Stoic, teaches us to separate what happens from how we react to it. We should accept that mistakes don't define us. Our response to them does. Another important teaching of Stoicism is temperance, which means having self-control and not going to extremes. When it comes to mistakes, don't beat yourself up too much or pretend they didn't happen. Find a balanced way of looking at them, where you acknowledge them without being too hard on yourself. This way, mistakes can actually help us grow instead of making us feel paralyzed by self-doubt. Step 5. Practice negative visualization. In our journey towards a happy and successful life, we often forget about the difficult times that might come along. Stoicism teaches us a helpful technique called negative visualization. This practice involves deliberately thinking about potential hardships or losses before they happen. It may sound pessimistic, but it's actually a smart way to prepare ourselves. Stoic philosophers like Seneca and Epictetus noticed that humans often take good things for granted and struggle when unexpected bad things happen. By imagining and considering life's challenges in advance, Stoicism helps us develop a strong and calm mindset to face difficulties with bravery and thankfulness. Negative visualization is a way of thinking that helps us appreciate what we have by imagining what it would be like to lose it. It's like taking a moment to think about what life would be like without the people we love, our jobs, or our good health. This practice comes from the philosophy of Stoicism, which teaches us to recognize that everything in life is temporary. By imagining the possibility of losing the things we value, we can better realize how important they are to us. Instead of making us anxious, negative visualization reminds us to make the most of the present and find meaning in everyday experiences. Step 6. Cultivate gratitude. Cultivating gratitude is a powerful practice that aligns with Stoic philosophy and can help counteract self-doubt. By focusing on the positive aspects of our lives and acknowledging the things we often take for granted, we can shift our perspective from scarcity to abundance. This shift in mindset enables us to appreciate the present moment and the blessings that surround us, mitigating the grip of self-doubt. Embracing gratitude allows us to recognize our strengths and the support we receive, fostering a sense of resilience and contentment. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of recognizing the transient nature of life's pleasures, making gratitude a central tenet in finding joy and fulfillment in the present moment. Step 7. Seek virtue and character development. Stoicism places great emphasis on virtue and character development. By aligning our actions with virtuous principles, we can build a strong inner foundation, bolstering our confidence and diminishing the grip of self-doubt. Step 8. Surround yourself with positive influences. The company we keep greatly influences our mindset. Stoicism reminds us of the importance of surrounding ourselves with positive influences, seeking out individuals who uplift and inspire us on our journey to overcoming self-doubt. Step 9. Practice self-reflection. Self-reflection is a cornerstone of Stoic practice, allowing us to gain insight into our thoughts and behaviors. By engaging in regular self-examination, we can identify patterns of self-doubt and actively work towards transforming them. Stoicism offers a profound framework for overcoming self-doubt and cultivating inner strength. By integrating these timeless teachings into our lives, we can embark on a journey towards greater confidence, resilience, and peace of mind. Let the wisdom of Stoicism guide you as you navigate the challenges of self-doubt, empowering you to embrace your true potential and live with unwavering assurance.